We're leaving. New Zealand trip 2024, December 6th, we left and came back on the 20th. Is us on the airplane? Is us in Auckland and landed in Queenstown. Okay, so here's our first meal in New Zealand: corn dog and a meat pie and some Pepsi. That was after the airport. We're driving to Monopori, where we're going to stay the night. Lots of beautiful farm side. Don't laugh, babe. This is the place we stayed the first night. This is me batting rocks while Faith fell asleep early. I was exploring the town. I found the zip line swing. Next morning, we got meat pies again on the way to Milford Sound. This is some of the views on the way there. These are, again, the views and the cliffs going into a tunnel. This coming out of the tunnel. Pretty self-explanatory. Faith running in the rain. Milford Sound kind of sucked, and it was so rainy. Well, it didn't suck, but it was very rainy, and there wasn't much to see, so we made our own hike, and we had to cross a river to get there. This is us going back across the river. Very beautiful water, very cold. And we were soaking wet from the rain in the rivers, so we got some Thai food. This is the place we stayed in Queenstown that night. The next day, we rolled down some grass hills. This is the view from our balcony. Beautiful sunset. Not gonna lie. Queenstown was very cool, very beautiful. We didn't get many videos, though, unfortunately. This is Wanaka. Got some Indian food. Faith went and shopped for some headbands, and I went for a run. I took a dip in the lake, then we drove to Twizzle to get dinner and camp. We asked for barbecue, we asked for pizza sauce, and they gave us barbecue sauce that has chunks in it.
It's onion.
And so we went out to our car, and we had pasta sauce, and
It's tough.
it's still just so gross. After dinner, we drove to our campsite, which was next to this beautiful canal. We went for a walk at sunset to the dam coming out of Lake Pukaki. And it was very cool. It was the next morning, driving to the start of our hike. We stopped and jumped off a bridge, got some sun. The mountains were very beautiful. Eventually, we started our hike, which we thought was going to be 2.5 miles long. And turned out to be the freaking hike to Shelob's lair, and was just stairs the entire way, and it ended up being like 5 miles each direction to Mueller Hut. There's the car park down there. This is me showing you where I wanted to go the next day. Didn't realize how big everything was, but there's a little hut up there that we wanted to go to if we had the energy. We did not. This is us getting almost to the top of the ridge. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is at Mueller Hut. We warmed up our food, drank some of Eddie's hot chocolate that he was nice enough to give us. Eddie's the hut warden. And he told us that we probably should turn around and go back down if we didn't want to be stuck up there in a 32-degree cabin for the next 24 hours because the weather was going to be really bad. Like 100-mile-an-hour winds and rain. But on the way down, even though we were not in great spirits, we found some time to mess around a bit. And we made really good time going down. It was 4 hours up, 2 hours down. Lots of steps. Our quads were pretty smoked by the end of this. That was a tough night. We slept in the back here because there was nowhere to stay and nowhere to eat in Twizzle, and it was 40 minutes to Tekapo. So we just came back to the same campsite we were at last night, and they were supposed to rain last night, so we didn't set up the tent, and Faith was too tired to honor anyways. So we just threw our pads in the back and slept in. Faith is using the outhouse right now. And we're gonna drive to Tekapo, grab breakfast, and then the hot springs open at 10 a.m. so we can take a shower and then find a place to stay tonight. Where are you staying?
Supreme Luxury.
Well, can't see the burger anymore. That's gone. But look at that sunset, huh? There's the moon the other way. How cool is that? Our hotel is just down the road. This whole town is like 200 yards long. It's been windy and rainy all day. That was the weather that kept us from staying at Mueller Hut last night. But now, just like he said, he's like, but if you do tough it out, tomorrow once it clears up, tomorrow night's gonna be very beautiful. And sure enough, what do you know? That's okay. I think today was awesome. I think it would have been a very, very long night and a long day. Stuck in a cabin, the 100-mile-an-hour winds, and rain, not being able to do anything. And it would be like 30-something degrees or inside the cabin. So, all things considered, I think we did the right thing. Got to sit in the hot springs today. We got a hotel. We got the Supreme room. It's the only room they had left. I don't know what Supreme means. It looks like a totally normal hotel room to me. Yeah, Tekapo has been an interesting spot, and the hot springs today were really, really nice. The sauna and the cold plunge. I'm tired though. I slept 6.5 fitful hours last night in the back of our Nissan SUV, small SUV. So I'm looking forward to sleeping in bed tonight. We're gonna go watch the second Lord of the Rings. Just watch the first one. All good. You're gonna go to church tomorrow too in Timaru. It's 45 miles away. It's a beautiful moonrise. The next day we went to church at Timaru, and then we got KFC. As you can see, Faith was not super stoked about that.
Quality man right there.
Would you like a lemonade with that?
Yes, please.
Next we went to the beach because Faith really wanted to, and she's a bit of a beach girl, you could say. And I got stuck in the sand up to my calves. That was kind of fun. Little bit of quicksand. Right up there is where Frodo got stabbed by the ring wraith. Right there is where they started the fire that brought the ring wraiths in. I realize there's no context for those last videos, but that was Castle Hill Rock, and I was making fun of how it looked like Lord of the Rings. Next day, we drove down the west coast trying to get to where we were going to start our hike to Welcome Flat Hut. This was Franz Josef Glacier. Very beautiful. The drive to Fox Glacier, where we camped for the night, was super beautiful. This is where we were able to set up camp. We just kind of found the only campsite available in town. This was it. Can you believe it? Holy cow. It's our little setup. Chatting before bed, doing a little vlogging. This is the next morning. We're setting out on our hike to Welcome Flat Hut. It was a very long hike, 11 miles to the hut. This is where the ground had just disappeared. That happens a lot on the way. There's so much rainfall, and it's a glacier. The glacier used to push back the walls of the valley, but now that it's receded, they collapse in with the rain. Thoroughly. A spoon?
No, where are the spoons? Oh my gosh.
Jeez. That was the moment we realized we didn't have spoons and we used rocks from the river as our spoons for the next 3 days. Okay, we made it to Welcome Flat Hut. Got our tent set up, and views are pretty spectacular, if I'm being honest. The views were spectacular. There were so many sandflies, though, and they are so much worse than mosquitoes. Just for your information, if you're ever going to go, They bite you like mosquitoes. They take your blood, but it itches for like 2 weeks. No joke. It's a little bit longer than I thought it would, but here we are. Here's the hut. This was definitely, it was a longer hike than I thought it would be though. Hopefully there's gonna be some water in there. If not, I can just edge my way down to this river here, grab some water. I've got a few granola bars and then I'll head back. Oh, this one's bouncy. Ooh-hoo-hoo. There you go. That's all the battery I have left. I mean, I got a little bit left, but I gotta use it for my GPS to get down, so, or in case of emergency. Told you, bro.
You were right. You were so right, baby.
Wait, say that louder.
You were right.